Welcome back to the Jonessa Podcast.
Conversations from the couch.
And today we have a special joint episode celebrating the Thanksgiving holiday. So we have some help today from two extraordinary podcasts.
Outstanding, amazing. I listen to them on the weekly.
Doing the daggum thing on the up and up, featuring Patrick and Talisha Ratliff.
Hey!
And Double A Shenanigans, featuring comedian Airy Funny and her smart, articulate, handsome husband, Austin.
What up, people? What's up?
Best intro he ever got his whole life.
Appreciate that, Joe.
That was good.
Y'all, this is going to be so much fun. Like, the ladies, the females in the circle, like, we have grown up together. Like, oh, okay, she's holding up a pinky right now. We have the pinkies going, and now the gentlemen have their heads, they're just shaking. But this is going to be so much fun. We're so excited to all be able to be together. This is just a really great opportunity, and we're so thankful and we're so blessed to have you all come and join us and just talk about the wonderful things that we're thankful for and to celebrate Thanksgiving and the holidays coming up. We are just so appreciative for y'all coming today.
Thank you for having us.
Yes, thank you so much for having us.
Also, I'm excited. You guys have great podcasts, so smart. I love like how all three of us have like a different approach and how we're just uplifting and helping people out. And I just love listening to y'all. I mean, Patrick and Talisha. Patrick, you're so smart and so like open and honest and focused.
Yeah.
Like, it's admirable,
his Bible stories. I'd be like, you know what? I want to tell the Bible story like that. Like, the Bible go in, like, come on, the Bible story be going in.
Yeah.
Bible from the hood.
So it's just amazing. It's an honor, it's a blessing. So 3 podcasts. We are on here live and direct. We are the 3 podcasts that flood your Facebook timelines throughout the week with content.
So let's everyone just kind of talk about your podcast for a moment. Just talk about how we all are connected. Just really quickly, Patrick and Talisha, we'll start with you all, and then we'll go down to Double A Shenanigans. Gang, gang, gang. Okay, I'm sorry. Sorry. Okay, go ahead.
Well, we're Patrick and Talisha from On the Up and Up with Patrick and Talisha, and that is a Christian marriage podcast built on giving you knowledge on how to renew and strengthen your marriage and relationships.
Awesome.
Okay, and we are Double A Shenanigans. We Christian too, but we classy and we ratchet, so we clatch it. We're a little bougie, a little ghetto at times, but
Some basic
and bougie. What you said?
Yeah. Some basic.
We like to have fun. Our podcast, sometimes it gets serious, but even when it's serious, we still laughing. Like, we always laughing about something. We can't be too serious for too long. So we definitely like to have fun on our podcast and make you laugh.
That you do.
Oh, yeah. Always laughing and rolling. So
yes, awesome. So we thought it would be so cool to do a joint Thanksgiving podcast. We know Thanksgiving is coming up. Now, as an adult, my favorite holiday. I don't know about you all, but I want to know, to start this conversation off, because obviously I wasn't a part of this decision, or I don't know if it was on the voting ballot, but did y'all know that Thanksgiving was canceled this year because everybody's putting up Christmas decorations and Christmas commercials are out? Mariah Carey is singing all over the place.
What? Not Mariah Carey.
Oh, so I don't want to call anyone out because I don't know about y'all's house, but we haven't put any Christmas decorations up. We still want to celebrate Thanksgiving. How about y'all? Like, I don't know what's going on.
I put my tree up last week.
And get an aerial because you don't already make the post. Get them aerial.
Listen, my tree went up last week because we usually decorate for fall all the time. Early September, but we were doing a kitchen renovation and it just didn't happen. And so then I was like, super down. And I was like, okay, I need to be in the holiday spirit. Let me just go ahead and put my Christmas tree up. Maybe I'll feel a little bit better. And I did. I put my tree up. And I'm like anti-tree going up before Thanksgiving. So I completely broke all of my own traditions. But this is 2020. This is the year of broken traditions. So I went ahead and put my tree up this year early.
It was really pretty, by the way. The tree was real pretty.
It was all spur of the moment too.
Yeah, it was.
Like for real. She said, Austin, can you take the kids out and I'll let you know when I'm done? I had to be gone for like 5 or 6 hours,
Yeah.
Trying to find things to do with the kids in COVID land out here. So.
Right.
Oh,
But it's done, and it actually gave me a reason to clean up my living room. I ain't gonna hold you. There was going to be about 10 loads of laundry in it for about 3 weeks. And it gave me a reason to put them in my bedroom. Because I didn't do them.
Well, it looked beautiful. Hey, on Instagram, it looked beautiful. How about that? It was great.
I appreciate you.
no joke.
I'm sorry. Our camera is floating because we have a child that's still awake. But yeah, no, we haven't decorated for Christmas just yet. I definitely want to put it on our agenda for things to do this weekend. Stop rolling. For things to do this weekend. I don't know. You don't get that much time with it anyway. So like initially our tradition was to do it the weekend of Thanksgiving. But then last year I ended up getting it a little bit sooner, like the week before Thanksgiving. So I'm hoping that we can do the same thing this year.
So this just didn't start this year. That's gathering like the decorating before Thanksgiving.
It just got a little bit earlier.
Yeah.
I really do think it got earlier this year. But I'm real just a creature of habit. So like it's just gonna have to go up on Black Friday because that's just how I've always operated. But I don't see anything wrong with it. Like if I wasn't such a creature of habit, I promise you I would have gone ahead and decorated and taken the fall decor down. But yeah, I think it's to each his own. Like whatever you feel like doing, do it.
But even on the television, like I don't remember seeing Christmas commercials.
Yeah, you work in retail.
Happen like right after. But that's different though, baby.
Yes, no, in retail land, it gets started about in like September.
Patrick,
retail land. Come on, anybody.
It does. Yeah.
The way the economy has just been going, when we were young, it wasn't that focused. There was a focus on Thanksgiving, but now the money has gotten so big, retailers just like, screw it. We getting straight to the money. We ain't got time to we don't go black because of the Thanksgiving decorations. We go black because of the Christmas stuff. So we just skip that part and just go straight to it.
I think people are just trying to find a reason to speed up 2020 being over too.
I was about to say this year it ain't Thanksgiving, it's COVID giving. So there's that.
I mean, they already telling people like you can't gather no more than like 10 people. I don't know if your boy, the governor of South Carolina.
The governor of South Carolina. Turkey.
Mick Massa. That's his name, Mick Massa.
Foghorn Leghorn.
Has he said anything? Can we gather in large groups?
Test before turkey. That's what he said.
Yep.
What he said?
Test before turkey.
Yep.
Hashtag.
Oh. He don't care now. Why he acting like he care now?
We ain't canceling them.
He don't care. McMaster said, y'all go ahead and do what y'all do. Gather. Don't wear your mask. I don't care. I'm not gonna mandate nothing. Do you, boo? Do you, boo?
So I feel like all this stuff was planned. I feel like they decided that Thanksgiving was canceled this year.
We're taking a turn. Hey, guys, you know what? I'm going to interject. We're taking a turn. Things just kind of turned a different way. Hey, so let's talk about some other things, like just thinking about Thanksgiving to keep that as our focus since this is our Thanksgiving episode. So if you're thinking about that, what is that one dish you have to have for Thanksgiving? If I don't have this dish, then it's not Thanksgiving. What is it?
This food.
What
He
else?
couldn't that out.
Mac and cheese.
Yep.
Happy mac and cheese, whether it's crock pot, because I love Talisha's, or if it's baked. I love it, and I gotta have it. Gotta have it. Mac and cheese.
Mac and cheese. Yeah.
I can do without the mac and cheese, but I feel like you don't have things. Think about it. Mac and cheese is at every Black function, whether it's family reunion, a birthday party, a cookout, a baby shower, a wedding. We always got mac and cheese. You can't have Thanksgiving without turkey and stuffing and gravy, like that type of stuff. If you don't got stuffing and gravy and cranberry sauce, it ain't Thanksgiving. You don't think about, when do you ever make stuffing other than Thanksgiving? You don't never make stuffing another time. But you make mac and cheese for everything else. It's Sunday, mac and cheese.
But I don't gotta have that dressing and that stuffing and stuff. I gotta have my mac and cheese. Like, you're right. Like, that is a part of Thanksgiving. But if you don't have that at your house, I'll be all right as long as you have a big plate of macaroni and cheese.
That's right.
Now, and I remember Sean saying this, like, the macaroni and cheese is the staple dish of the Black Thanksgiving. Like,
of the Black everything.
You can't mess that dish up. And whoever cooks that dish, I feel like they are under the most pressure.
Yeah, that's fact.
I'm nervous every time I make macaroni and cheese. I'm like, oh gosh, is this my year to get booted? Oh shoot, I don't know.
Hey, Talisha got kicked out one year because this fool, instead of putting the right condensed, what was that? She was supposed to put evaporated
milk, and I put sweet condensed milk.
She put condensed milk. That's what you make banana puddings with. That's the sweet milk.
We said,
why is this macaroni and cheese tasting like a souffle? What's going on up in here?
I'm done. I am.
Almost got the boot. I almost didn't come back from that one, y'all.
Almost didn't come back.
But let's hear from Patrick, because Mr. Ratliff over here will if you say the word macaroni and cheese too many times, he'll go to gagging on you.
Gosh.
You don't eat
ever since I was a child, I have not liked macaroni and cheese, because when I was at daycare, I ate macaroni and cheese and I threw up everywhere. And then I tried again when I was 14. I threw up. I can't even be in the vicinity of that smell because it makes me vomit. I detest macaroni and cheese.
He hates Thanksgiving, by the way. It's his least favorite holiday. He hates Thanksgiving.
Go ahead and say it.
He's a Grinch.
You freaking hate Thanksgiving.
That's the truth.
Well, yeah. I've never seen a purpose for Thanksgiving. It is in between Halloween, fun, Christmas, fun. What the heck is Thanksgiving for?
To be the Grinch of Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving is crap. That means I gotta freaking see airy, funny comedy another freaking day of the week. I don't want to see her. I don't want to gather with her another freaking week. No.
Show up at your house just for that tomorrow.
You always try to show up at our house all the time. You bet not. I treat you like a trespasser. Anyways, but no, I'm not. I apologize. I don't apologize. I'm not a fan of Thanksgiving. Not a fan of Thanksgiving at all. I think the food sucks. I think that we should have barbecue food like hamburgers and hot dogs and chili dogs. Why can't you have that on a nice fall evening instead of stupid dry turkey? Well, maybe if the cooks at Thanksgiving were a little bit better, I might enjoy the food. But look at freaking Airy Funny Comedy, who was on Worst Cooks of America. You know what? If the food was a little bit better, might enjoy Thanksgiving a little bit better. But I don't. I'm stuck with that. Whatever I get.
Well, you just tell us how you really feel, then.
Sorry.
Look, go off, bro.
I mean,
I'm Patrick Ratliff, and that's my opinion.
But hey, I mean, to kind of roll what Patrick was saying, I mean, in this new woke conscious culture that we're in, especially like the Black people in America, they feel like we really shouldn't be celebrating Thanksgiving. That's a holiday that's not really, the story of Thanksgiving is not really told in its entirety. So how do y'all feel about that? Should we really celebrate Thanksgiving? I mean, we know about the natives and things like that and what took place, but is that a holiday along with Columbus Day that maybe 20, 30 years from now, we may not feel good about celebrating?
Yeah, Talisha, you like Cherokee. What you got?
Oh,
He love to throw that up. I think we shouldn't celebrate Thanksgiving because of that very reason. And I had already said that I was calling it un-Thanksgiving this year anyways, because it's not a happy-go-lucky story of the natives and the pilgrims getting together and blah, blah, blah. It's just some old bull that we didn't learn in school, right along with Juneteenth and everything else they hid in the history books from us. So I already said, nope. Let Thanksgiving go away with Columbus Day. We're getting rid of everything else in 2020. We can get rid of Thanksgiving too. We're in America. We don't need a reason to get together and be fat and eat. We do that every day as fat, obese Americans.
I mean, I understand. I mean, I'm ambivalent. I mean, I do agree with like if we knew the true origins and what really happened and how that, holiday came into fruition, I agree with that. But I don't think there's anything wrong with family gathering and fellowshipping together and enjoying each other's company, even though it's kind of awkward at the beginning of every Thanksgiving. Like, I think we all can agree with that.
Because you never know how family's going to act. Like, okay, little Johnny about to come over here. What he going to act like? Is my mama going to be in an okay mood today? Like, who about to show out? Like, what is it going to be? But I mean, I just like the getting together. That's the part I like, getting together and eating, you know.
But don't we do that on a regular anyways?
Not everybody.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, not
but we also get time off. So use that time off and be able to gather with your family. Okay, so did y'all have a cookout at 4th of July?
I think we did do 4th of July, baby.
most definitely
Oh, definitely. Okay.
cookout. We got together with our family because we wanted everybody to come together. It happened to be, actually it was the 3rd. Was it the 3rd of July? Don't let me start lying. Anyway, it was the weekend of July 4th, and we did get together and we celebrated. We ate some food. Listen, it was good. It was good company. I was with my family, you know, because think about it. That was at the kind of coming down from like being on like real like lockdown and not going anywhere. And honestly, like depression had set in. So I was ready to like see my family. So I was like, listen, Joe, get on the grill. Let's get some burgers and let's eat. So yeah.
Didn't we celebrate Juneteenth this year?
Did we?
I don't know if we
On
celebrated.
social media, yeah.
I was about to say, I don't remember doing anything.
So we did it on social media. You didn't do nothing for real.
We cooked out on Juneteenth. I don't know about y'all, but we did do something for Juneteenth. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, we did something for Juneteenth. We didn't do it with them.
With
I
the
think we
area
might
like,
do
Yeah.
it July.
I need receipts.
No, I remember specifically saying we cooking today for Juneteenth.
I need receipts.
all right, y'all.
Listen, 2020 done lasted too long. I don't know what day it is right now. I'm just
Hey.
saying.
Catherine's gonna carry the conversation for on the up and up for just a second because I gotta go change this baby.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
Remember, like, that was a very popular at the time. And like, I will say, me and my wife, we were like, we ain't gonna ride this wave. Not this year.
But the thing is, we knew about Juneteenth when people we don't know about this. Like, why haven't we learned this? Like, so at some point, this is my small opinion, you have to take responsibility for knowing some information. So this was information that we learned from our parents. Like, they taught us like this information and they passed it down to us. So we knew about Juneteenth literally since we've been little children. So I think it's important that sometimes we just stop for just one moment, look in the reflection, be like, okay, this is something that's important to us. So I'm going to make sure I'm sharing this information with my children and make sure that we're teaching it and learning it. Is it in the history books? Unfortunately, it's not, but it is something that should be important to us way before it's important to anyone else.
now what you do if your parents didn't learn about Juneteenth until they was grown?
That's a problem.
You can't go get information that you don't know that's out there.
Problem.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you, I learned Juneteenth from Blackish.
Mm-hmm.
That was when I heard about Juneteenth. I was like, huh? Say what? My mama learned about Juneteenth this year.
Wow.
Yeah. And she's 60, what? 65. I don't know. She's 60 something. She in her 60s. And she just not learned about Juneteenth.
Yeah.
And my daddy, he went to a segregated elementary school, but he didn't know about Juneteenth.
Segregated.
Daddy did. He went to his
Segregated?
yeah, in Florida.
A segregated school. Okay.
First of all, you stupid ugly boy.
Joe,
I
you heard
said-
it. Joe, you heard
said
it twice.
Segregated is what
heard
I
it.
said.
I
No,
know
you have a bad connection with your cheap charter. You trying to make something
Mm.
out of nothing.
Mhm.
Oh, man.
For those of you that don't know, they're related. Okay, so
We're not.
No, we're not. No,
Not
not
at all.
that.
not related.
No,
No.
we're not.
Oh,
Y'all not gonna come for me on my couch.
We're not related.
Talisha and Ariel are sisters, so this is her
yeah.
in-law. So that's why they're going back. There's no connection.
That's my father-in-law. Ain't no brother in that.
I can't say that.
Father.
Are y'all getting together for Thanksgiving this year?
No, we will not.
Heck no.
No.
Did y'all feel like y'all were under any pressure to cancel Thanksgiving because of COVID? Because initially I was like, you know what? I'm not going to buy into, like, I've been like one of those people. Like, you would think that I was
Don't get them on it. Keep going. Come on, keep.
the way I like wear masks and stuff like that. But it is real. Like I said and disclosed earlier, like I've had some employees at my job site come down with COVID, and it is real. I just don't want to put anyone in harm's way. So we decided to just hold back this year, but I don't think I was pressured to cancel. Do y'all feel like y'all were forced to cancel Thanksgiving, or did y'all feel like it's a get out of jail free card? Go ahead.
I pressure them to cancel it every single year because I don't care whether we have it or not. It does nothing for me. So
no, he's so happy that 2020 hit and we don't got to have a Thanksgiving this year because he really hates things. Like every year we have to decide, okay, this is what we cooking. Here go the second menu that we cooking so Patrick will have something to eat. And it's the same thing every year, fried chicken and green beans. And I'm sick of him. And I'm sick of him.
Simple. Keep it simple.
Green beans. I'm glad I ain't got to see him this Thanksgiving. But no, COVID didn't make us feel like we had to cancel nothing because we be around each other at church, at home, whatever. So like if you're around the same people all the time anyways, it is what it is.
Well, it's a little different at our house because we have Joe's side of the family and my side of the family. We have people coming from the low country of South Carolina, the upstate, and then just coming together. And we do have some people with health issues in our family. So we were just like, you know what? We're going to work every day. We would feel bad if something possibly happened. So we had, I think at that point, we did kind of have to take responsibility and be like, you know what? At this time, we just think it's best that we don't because we're mixing people that don't usually get together.
Are y'all the central location? Are y'all the host?
Yeah.
Okay.
We've been the host, for 7 years?
Yeah.
But
y'all got married and be like, all right, Thanksgiving at their house now.
Yeah, because unfortunately, even though you don't like it, Patrick, we love Thanksgiving. And so we were just like, we're going to do it. So it's kind of sad. Honestly, I'm a little sad about it. I'm not even going to lie. I'm a little sad about it.
But did you have to do all the cooking every year?
Oh, no. Mm-mm. So we do some of the main dishes, macaroni and cheese.
My wife is the macaroni and cheese maker for our family. That's a prestigious position to have.
Hey, it is. In the Black community, you a queen.
And so we do macaroni and cheese. We do a main meat, sweet potatoes. He's the king of sweet potatoes. And then we would have everybody else. My mom would bring the greens, and then his mama would bring the dress and the different things. People would bring the different meals, and then we would just sit down and have it and feast. And it was something pretty cool to have both sides of the family together on that day, because they would come together for birthday parties and things. But just for Thanksgiving, it was always fun.
Are y'all gonna Zoom Thanksgiving now?
No, because everybody don't know how to work technology.
No. Yeah, we'll pick it back up next year.
Yeah.
Are y'all gonna cook for yourselves though?
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Of course.
I'm debating whether I'm going to stay strong or not. How's it going your way, Talisha? I know. Look at me. Talisha, you didn't get them donuts, did you? Get the donuts.
I didn't get the donuts. I was trying to hold out. I keep looking at the date. I still got 2 more days till that special is over with.
It don't take much for Talisha to go get a donut.
Yeah, I was on the verge today. To be real honest. They had a new deal today. 2 dozen for $13.
Caramel glaze?
It was just any assorted glaze, whatever.
Oh man, y'all going over donuts. Well, let's talk about the vegan part of it. So
yeah,
are y'all having a vegan Thanksgiving?
How does that
Talisha,
go?
Patrick, y'all gonna take part in vegan Thanksgiving? Oh.
Let us know about that vegan Thanksgiving, Ree.
Austin, you haven't been saying much. Austin, we want to hear from you first. Talk to us about the vegan Thanksgiving.
Tell us about that vegan Thanksgiving.
I hate it. You know what? I'm gonna keep it 100. I made some short ribs tonight, and they was good.
Break the chains, brother. Break the chains.
Made some homemade gravy. They was good. And guess who ate one?
I did eat one because I deserved it. I did. I deserved it.
Harry.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell y'all.
No judgment.
And I made a roast the other day.
Oh yeah, I didn't really eat that roast though.
Not really?
I didn't really eat that roast like that. I didn't, because that roast, it made me swell up, and I said, "See, this is why I don't eat this stuff no more." I felt like somebody's great grandma. I ain't eating that mess because it made me swell up. This is the thing. So when the election week happened, y'all, listen. Election week happened. I was hurting. I was stressed out. I needed some comfort food. And so I was not eating no vegan on election week. And I was like, I want all the meats. I was Arby's, give me the meats. I wanted it all.
Yeah, hot wings.
We had hot wings. We had everything. We had everything election week. So I was trying to get back on my stuff. And so I'm pretty much back on it. But I realized, it was April since the last time I had ate meat. So I went from April to November with no meat. And that meat, like, it didn't tear my stomach up, but it made me feel so bloated. And so now I'm like realizing, okay, this is what meat feels like to me when I eat it. So to go that long, it just wasn't good for me. I'm still not doing dairy because that just breaks me out and stuff. But I told him, I said, maybe we should not be vegan for Thanksgiving. And now we ain't really having no Thanksgiving. So I'm just like, I really don't care at this point. But
I still like vegan.
But I've been vegan-ish from day one.
Vegan.
He ain't never committed fully to the vegan lifestyle. I don't even think Austin went like a whole month or a couple of weeks. No, you haven't. So
I went like a month.
You didn't.
Maybe.
But you like didn't.
I might have.
He ain't never been fully vegan. But we have also decided that we're going to go more so pescatarian than vegan. So we can eat seafood and stuff. And when I was eating seafood, like I had bought some salmon. It didn't mess up my stomach. It didn't do nothing. Like it didn't make me feel whatever. And so we'll do pescatarian. So I call it pescatarian because I do seafood, but I don't do dairy and I don't do eggs and like all the other meat. So.
Well, I gotta have the meat. I'll be eating steaks and the short ribs and the roast and some chicken and gosh.
But he also want to lose weight though. Ask him how that's going. Since we asked him about the vegan lifestyle, let's ask him about how that weight loss.
Not good, but
he's had the injury.
Yeah. Yep.
And that's why he should have been eating better because he knew his big butt can't get up and do no exercise.
No, that ain't what it is. That ain't what it is at all. I got hurt because I've been running for her this whole time.
Okay.
That's crazy. We all three different couples and like each one of us like has like a different thing going on. Like Aries, vegan. Talisha, you still doing your own Weight Watchers?
Turn to.
Then I have whatever's going on with me at the time.
Keto.
Yeah, keto. So I'm gonna have a keto Thanksgiving this year.
How you like that keto life?
I love it.
You can't really tell, but he's skinny up.
No, I'm about to say he looks skinny.
Yep. Yeah.
I love
he look real skinny.
Yeah. It's a lot easier to like manage. Like I tried the vegan and I just couldn't do it. I wanted something.
See, that's how I feel about keto. I think it'll be so hard.
It's hard at first. Like going through the keto flu, it's horrible. Like you feel like you're about to die. You really feel like you have the flu. But once you get over that, then all of like your cravings for carbs and sweets and stuff, they just go away. So like when Thanksgiving comes out, I really don't even have a desire. Like it's good.
So you're not gonna want no sweet potatoes?
Baby,
you're not gonna want no macaroni and cheese?
Baby, I made sweet potatoes before and I don't, and as good as my wife's macaroni and cheese is, like, I don't, and she's not, here's the thing. She'll give me a hard time if I were to slip up or like backslide. So
yeah.
I don't even.
Most definitely. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I get it too. Don't worry. I get it too. I get it too.
That's because he always backslide. You got to come back to the altar at some point. He never come back to the altar.
I came back one time. She still got me.
Nah, he don't never come back. He like to stay in the sunken place. He don't like to come back.
So Patrick and Talisha, are y'all going to cook? Okay, so are you going to have to make Talisha, are you going to make fried chicken next week for this week for Thanksgiving? What you going to do?
So I actually don't fry chicken. I know this sounds kind of bougie, but I don't like frying stuff in my house. If we get fried chicken, it'll be from Publix.
Got you.
Publix has good fried chicken.
You don't fry mushrooms?
Okay, so I don't fry chicken. One time, let me tell y'all this story real quick. When Patrick first got his apartment and I was still in college, he got his apartment and I came over there. I thought we were about to play house and I was going to cook for him. He had bought some chicken thighs and I tried to fry those chicken thighs. Those chicken thighs popped on me. And that grease, that was the last time I fried any chicken. I don't fry. I do fry mushrooms every now and then, but I don't fry food. I eat fried food, but I don't do the frying.
I got a whole deep fryer. I make fried onion rings, fried mushrooms, homemade mozzarella sticks,
Oreos.
Oreo. I'll fry you if you come over here. I don't care. I'll fry anything.
Yeah. But I'm gonna make my crock pot macaroni and cheese because that's something that I like. And I don't know what other food we're gonna have, but I'm definitely eating something on Thanksgiving, and I'm gonna teach my technology impaired people how to get on that good old Zoom. We're gonna have a Zoom call.
Who having a Zoom? I'm not Zooming with y'all on Thanksgiving.
Bad idea.
Oh, you'll be on there.
I ain't doing it.
Too nosy.
I don't want your macaroni.
Talisha,
Macaroni
and cheese looks so good. I know as many times as you cooked it when we worked together, I never, because I don't eat during the day.
Right.
It'd be so cheesy.
Yes, that was the question that was running through my mind. When do you eat? You eat at night?
So I practice intermittent fasting. So I give myself a 4-hour window to eat Monday through Thursday, an 8-hour window on Friday, 12-hour window on Saturday. Then Sunday I don't have a window at all.
Okay, so wait a minute.
Sunday?
Yeah, Sunday. I just eat whenever I feel like it. Kind of like my day.
I'm trying to understand this, Joe. You got 4 hours to eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and all your snackings?
I mean, I don't eat breakfast though.
Okay, I can get down with that because I'm not a big breakfast fan. But you got to eat everything. So you eat from like 12 o'clock to 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
So I eat from like 5, starting at 5 o'clock when I get home, or you starting at 6 o'clock. Usually starting at 6 o'clock. And it's not 4 hours. I eat I eat dinner pretty much.
Yeah, that's what you need to tell the truth. He eat dinner and then that's it.
1 meal a day.
Yeah.
Like Herschel Walker.
Yeah. These are things I have to do. Like my wife will tell you, like if I'm not very structured, like I go off the bandwagon. It's bad. Like,
oh my God.
Start eating Jackson snacks.
I gotta stay disciplined. I'm Pookie dancing in the daggone Nino Brown's lab. Like seriously. Like
one meal?
Ridiculous.
Yeah. Oh, that's just me. But 2020, like it's been 2020, it is what it is. And it's been one of these years, but I feel like we say that about every single year. I remember the same post about 2019 and 2000.
Oh, whoa. Ain't this many people died in 2019. I promise. Everyone died in 2020.
Oh, when we started off with Kobe?
I started with Kobe.
2020's hit list.
At 26.
That is true.
Yeah. Chadwick. Yep.
Man.
Naya Rivera.
See, you see how you just spoke so soon?
No, but I'm saying
Alex Trebek, everyone died.
The year in general, like it's been a rough year, but I'm one of these glass half empty people. And half full people.
Oh, I was about to say, dang, Joe, when you became glass half empty. God, no.
I had him. It's okay.
I feel like there's always like something to be thankful for, no matter what like you go through in life, and no matter the ups and downs, the trials and tribulations. And I feel like all three of us, we have a lot to be thankful for. Like we all started this podcast journey this year, and we've made tremendous strides, and we all know each other. We're all family. So we know, other things beside the podcast. And like, let's just talk about some of the things like we can just be thankful for this year. Like, because despite everything that's going on, despite whatever's going on in your life, I feel like you can always find something to be thankful for.
That's true.
Yep, I agree. I mean, for us, our 3 babies moved in with us for our adoption. So they moved in the week before COVID shut everything down. So we got a lot to be thankful for that, because if they would have waited, if DSS would have been backed up like 1 week, they probably would have not even let them move in during all of the height of the pandemic and stuff. So that was a huge blessing for us, for them to move in before COVID to knock everything out.
Yeah, that's huge.
And the week before that, don't forget what happened the week before that, or the month before that.
Mm-hmm. What?
New York.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I got to go on TV for the first time this year.
Girl.
$25,000. Make it rain.
And you were amazing. Like you gave us something forward to look to like every single Sunday. Like I was like, oh my gosh, and like all nervous. So that was fun.
Yes.
And seeing you all get your children, and like when y'all made the announcement, was the announcement made last December by the
last Christmas?
Sure. Yeah. So thanks.
Yeah. And your sister held you down too, because I used to pressure her every single day at work. Talisha, tell me something. I need to know.
Let me tell y'all how Talisha really, really, really enjoyed letting people know that she knew, but she wasn't telling them. She loved that. My mama was trying to act like, oh, I don't know. I'm just telling people I don't know. Talisha said, nah, I'm letting them know. I know, but you don't know. She loved it. She loved it. She loved it.
Yeah.
Loved it.
Yeah.
Can't tell.
For you, something big happened.
Yeah, so 2020, Patrick and I, we talk about this often, how 2020 has been a really rough year, but it's been a year of blessings for sure. Thankfully, I was able to get out of the job situation that I was in. And no shade. No shade. But yeah, it was a great job in the beginning, but it turned out to be a different position later on in life. And so I started my new journey in academia. So that was truly a blessing. Patrick, you want to talk about what happened with you?
Well, just my like spiritual journey with Christ. Like this just started in like May, and I accidentally ordered a book which I thought was going to be on marriage, but it ended up being a workbook on the grace walk with Jesus Christ, and it just completely flipped my whole perspective on like Christianity and church and just having that relationship with God. And that's where the Bible recaps come from. That's when I'm actually reading the Bible on my like 105th day now.
Oh, thank God.
And the devil tests you every day. He'll put people in your life disguised as freaking dirty tennis balls, and they'll test you. But I'm at a new point now where I don't act out in violence anymore.
What?
I do not. I have a life group at church. It is one of the fastest growing life groups in our church, thanks to our great members. And really knowing Jesus, just being at peace, man. But it didn't get easier the closer I got to God. It actually got harder, and just things I've had to overcome. But it's been good. Yeah. Like if it wasn't for COVID, I wouldn't have been here, honestly.
Wow.
2020 might be the year that Patrick actually gets saved.
Maybe he might save nothing.
Patrick and Talisha, that's awesome though, to be able to move forward, Talisha, in your career and do something different, and Patrick to be able to go on a spiritual journey. There is nothing like that, and really just being at peace with Christ and being at peace with who you are. That's huge. That's amazing.
Yeah.
What blessings did the bars experience in 2020?
You first.
Oh man, you go first.
No, go ahead.
Well, Talisha, I can relate a lot to your testimony. I think everyone, like at the beginning of every year, we have these lofty goals, and this year is going to be our year to achieve these things. And I think it was even more so with 2020 because it was 2020 and the clear vision. Everybody threw those things out. And like y'all said, Patrick said, it started off like it just hit you right in the chest. So I had all of these lofty goals and things like that. And it didn't start off well like I wanted to. And I was working for a company where, I'll be honest, and I'll probably disclose this in my podcast, I wasn't in a good place in my previous company. Like I was depressed at work and people could see it on me. And thank goodness I had such a strong, supportive wife who put up with me during that time because I was not in a good place. And I have my own YouTube channel that's not active right now, but it will be coming back active in 2021. Just had a shameless plug. But I did a video about how all of these great things are about to come everyone's way in 2020, and you're going to go through some tough times, and it's going to get very hard and very dark. And I didn't know that. I was putting all that into the atmosphere, and I was really talking to myself unbeknownst to me. And like, I went through some really dark, tough times. And long story short, I changed companies. No need to get into the specifics, but I'm in such a much better place now. Like, I am happy. I feel supportive. And when a human or a person thinks they're closing one door, the joke's on them, because God is just opening up another door. So what I thought I was losing, like, I gained.
Yeah.
I gained a peace of mind. I gained financial stability, even more financial stability. Like, I gained so much. And to do this podcast journey with my wife, and I know y'all say the same thing, like, you learn so much more about yourself. It's therapeutic. Like, it's fun to do. It's awesome that you're helping people and people are listening to you, but you also grow as well as an individual and as a couple. So like 2020, like, even though I had these goals and it looked like I wasn't going to achieve them, when I look back, I'm like, it really did turn out the way I hoped it would turn out. And so I'm just thankful, like, everything that I went through. And it sounds so cliche, but you have to be appreciative of the ups, of the downs, just as much as you are of the ups, like, because that's how you grow and that's how you learn.
Yeah. I think my most thing that I'm really grateful for in 2020 would just have to be being more self-aware. Just like, this has been a journey of like knowing who Jonessa is, like really becoming, not Michelle Obama, but like becoming like a real like woman, and realize who I am as a wife, as a mother, as a sister, as a daughter, and just examining myself. Like, I'm not enough space anymore where I'm examining other people. I'm really examining what I'm doing, and I'm reflecting on that. So I think just reflection in myself. And when I wasn't going to work anymore, you all, like, I had to work from home. Oh my goodness. Like, it put me in a place where it was just me and Jackson, because Joe was still going off. So I had to figure out, who am I? Like, you're not ripping and running up and down the schoolhouse anymore. Like, you're right here in this house. So who are you as a person? So I just think, honestly, I'm kind of thankful for COVID too, because it just helped me to see who I am even more.
Yeah. And it really, like, and I was listening to Dave Chappelle on the Joe Rogan podcast earlier this week, and COVID really put a spotlight on the choices that you made. And like, a lot of people were, when you were in that moment of quarantine where you were just sitting at home and you were just reflecting on the choices. And a lot of people, like, they didn't like the choices that they made. Like, you're questioning like your spouse and all that. And I'm thankful, because I'm like, you know what? I made some good choices. I have a great spouse. I'm in a new company. Like, the podcast that we're doing is going well. So I encourage everyone, like, you never know what's going to happen, what's going to transpire in life. Like, just be wise on the choices that you make, and consult with people and talk to people, because you never know. Like, it may seem so minute at the time, but it's very serious. Like, you just never know. Like, the choice seems so small, but it can be huge. So I'm thankful. Like, I made some great choices, and my wife is the best choice that I've made.
Ting.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So what can we anticipate, like, going forward with each podcast? On the Up and Up, AA Shenanigans, y'all are just soaring, doing great things. What can we anticipate going forward into 2021?
Go Shenanigans.
Well, we do have a lot planned for 2021. We actually, it's funny that when y'all had sent us the invite to do this podcast, I had already told Austin, looking at our 2021 breakdown and everything we want to have on it, we want to do a joint 3-way podcast with all of y'all too. And so that's one thing that people can look forward to, is a joint episode with all three of us, just talking about Black love, Black families, mom and dad in the household. I think that we get a bad rep in the media and in TV and stuff, and what a Black family looks like. And There are a lot of great Black dads out there. And so I wanted to have us do a 3-way joint podcast talking about just the Black family structure. So that's one thing. Also, we have a lot of different segments and stuff that we want to do, different fun. A lot more fun to be had for the Double A Shenanigans podcast in 2021. We feel like we have a lot of fun, but even more fun to come. So, yeah.
And the merch. More
merch. Now
More
that's
t-shirts
facts.
coming.
Yeah,
More t-shirts coming.
we are definitely working on a whole t-shirt line. So we got more merch coming, stuff coming, and branching out from just t-shirts to doing other hats and phone cases and stuff. So we definitely got the merch coming.
Building the LLC. So.
Building the LLC.
That's what's up.
That's good.
So I guess what we got going on the up and up, we're going to have some structure and some systems going on instead of just trying to wing this bad boy, because podcasting is not easy. It is very, very time consuming. And some weeks we be like, what we going to talk about? I don't know. We're going to map out in the future what we're going to talk about. We might add something on Wednesday. We bumped up to Monday and Friday now, so we're doing it twice a week. And as far as building the community, we started Patrick and Talisha's Marriage Circle. So that's for Christian couples, freaking singles, separation, relationships, anything that you need for your life and your relationships. We created the Marriage Circle. And that's our Facebook
about me
group.
earlier. That's what you did.
I did. It's always gonna come back around.
Yep.
Yeah. So we have our Facebook group, the Marriage Circle, because we want to build a community where we talk about faith, finances, fellowship, and family. Because those are the pillars. Because we really, like Ariel said, we want to break the generational curses. Like we said, we aren't portrayed correctly in the media. I know Black fathers everywhere. But one thing that did want me to make sure that the family structure was tight was I was in Leadership Greenville, and we visited prisons. And everywhere I go, I'm the minority. But when we went in that doggone prison and jail, I was the majority, and I hated that. I absolutely hated that. And I know by myself on a macro level, I can't not fix that systemic problem. But on the micro level, I can work with the husband and wife to make sure that they know what a proper relationship looks like, how within Christ, and how they can, because your kids see their marriage, they can tell, and they're going to repeat that cycle, whether it's a good one or whether it's a bad one. So that's the purpose behind why I wanted to start marriage coaching, because I understand, if you see that strong nuclear family, and not just the husband and the wife settling for each other, but to actually be in love and appreciate each other, not just when the times are good, but when the times are bad. I saw my father take care of my mom when she had cancer for 13 years. And that's when you really have to have a strong relationship. It's not about that holiday time when you're on vacation and you're on the beach and everything. It's about when stuff gets real, and have you built that foundation in your marriage to be able to withstand those types of challenges and adversity.
You just took us to church. That was good.
That was good.
That was good. Yeah, no, I will follow up with Patrick and say, yeah, just be more intentional, because we have this long list of things that we want to talk about, and then we still go to the table and be like, do we really want to talk about that right now? Nah, I want to talk about that right now. So we're like, you know what? Let's talk about this, and it'd be so totally different from what we had planned. So
It works. It's always good.
well, thanks. I'm telling you, girl. It's a struggle sometimes.
We got to fix how the sausage is made.
Right. And then put the camera down. This little one right here, he finally went to sleep. But that's the other struggle. So we got to actually evict him and get him on a schedule big time. Because Weston is asleep. He's been in bed since 8 o'clock. This little one, party. And he don't stop. So that's usually our biggest dilemma. But yeah, just making sure that we're being more intentional about the things that we're doing. And then just making sure that I don't just show up like some type of movie star, like Patrick said.
She is a star. She comes in with her bowl and be like, I'm ready for my feature. And she has to get out her trailer and everything. So I understand. But please, any guy in the relationship, know who the star is. All right. and you play your role. All right.
Very true.
Podcasting is hard though. I was literally on Twitter the other day, and Buzzsprout had tweeted something that said, podcasters, what advice would you give to someone trying to start a new podcast? And I retweeted them and I said, run with the Forrest Gump, Jeff, run. Don't do it. It's hard out here in these streets. And I think people be looking like, oh, that's so easy. Because I know I did it. Before we started podcast, we listened to several other like comedians and stuff in their podcast. And we were just like, oh, you just got to sit down, hit record, upload it. Like, it only takes like an hour or so out of your week. Like, this has got to be easy. Anybody can do a podcast. Bullish. Podcasting is hard. This junk is hard. It is very time consuming, especially if you want to get your ratings up, your downloads up. You have to really market it and promote it. And I suck at that part. Like, I don't promote it. I make the little flyer for the episode cover art. I post that bad boy and I tell y'all to go listen. If you go listen, you go listen. While you're listening, just hit the download button. That's all you got to do. It's real simple. But if you don't, I ain't gonna holler at you no more for this week. I'll see you next Saturday. So it's too much to do. It's too hard, and I ain't got time for it. So y'all know, at this point, listen, y'all know when this doggone episode gonna drop. Now you gonna tune in, and you gonna get these listens, or you ain't. Guess what? I'm going about my weekend. You gonna go about your weekend. We might meet back up next Saturday.
As the great Joseph Barr said, facts.
Hashtag facts.
Hashtag facts.
Yes.
Best taboo player to play with. Facts.
So, but really, my girl Nessa, you know, she really a lot better than y'all two were. But anyways, on another story. So, what is on the rise for conversations from the couch? What can we expect in 2021 from y'all?
Go ahead.
Just
They got some stuff on their sleeve. Look, I should have had some pop ones, grab my crackers back because I'm.
She just want to eat them crackers. If you just want to eat her crackers,
Put them crackers up.
y'all know my wife, Ariel and Talisha, but for the audience who don't know, like my wife is type A. Everything has to be together. So like we've had our episodes planned out like from 2 years ago. So like
we get in fights about them sometimes because I'd be like, that wasn't on the calendar. You done switched it up.
we're almost like this is crazy. Like next week, we're hoping to be, well, not next week, but the first week in December, we're hoping to be done for the year recording our episodes. Like this is our second episode this week recording. Like that's how, but here's the thing. You have to know your strengths and your weaknesses. Like my weakness is like sitting down, actually getting it done. Like I'm a procrastinator. Like I will wait. And my wife is the complete opposite. You have to have a plan of you're going to involve her. I'm going to have my name on this. Then it needs to be structured and together. And so that's the reason why.
So we be fighting. And see, nobody knows that, but we be getting into arguments about it. I'm like, what? What are you gonna do?
Yes. So thank goodness, because I'll be honest, like there wouldn't be a conversation from the couch if it weren't for my wife, because it would still be this great idea in my head that I've been telling everybody about for the last 2 years. It never happened, but we're just going to continue. Like I feel like we finally found our groove.
Yeah.
And it's been going well, and we're just going to continue just to have like conversations that people can relate to. I think in 2021 we might get, I don't want to say this, like a little bit more edgier, but not in a negative way.
We're not going to get too edgy. You know, guys, I'm pretty much a square. I'm an L7, so we're not going to get too edgy.
Not with Jonessa Barr, you're not going to get edgy. What you're not going to do,
He's talking about.
She got edge by her, she got edges.
I think he's just trying to throw something out there. I'm not really sure what he's talking about, people. Reel it back. No, I'm clear.
But we're going to have some good content coming up. We have some great guests that's going to be on the couch. We still have we're going to have Patrick.
Yep.
He's going to be on the couch in 2021. Yep. He was supposed to get on here 2020.
You were supposed to listen. And I was like, we were supposed to have Patrick this week. What happened to that? Like, because I'm just, so you're coming. Please know that.
Oh, thank you. I look forward to it. I really look forward to it.
Yes.
You really do.
Yes. But we found our groove, and we're just going to continue to do what we do. And like, we really enjoy doing it. Like when we had that week off, we were like, man, we miss it.
Yeah. And we did miss it. Like, it's fun. I mean, it is, but like you all said, it's time consuming. And I'm not going to steal his shine though, because Joe does like everything. I'm like, we come up with a calendar, but it'd be Joe like editing and putting stuff together and all that. I don't know anything about that. So although I'm a like type A, like I couldn't do that. I don't know.
Graphics. Who makes y'all graphics? I love them graphics.
He does that.
Oh, that's all you, Joe? I love the graphics.
Yeah.
They are. I like them.
But I mean, that's just, I've been doing it because doing the YouTube channel really helped me out. So it's just repetition. That's all it is. It's not like I know anything anybody else can. Like,
and I will say this part too. It's also encouraging, like, to see like Patrick and Talisha, Ariel and Austin. It's so fun to know other people that are doing the same thing. That like it's so fun. And like I'm like a fangirl because I'm like, oh, their episode's gonna come out. I can't wait to listen to it. Like it's just so much fun, and it's just encouraging. Like, okay, they're still going, they're doing it, and it just makes you feel like you can keep going too. Yeah. So you all keep doing what you're doing for real, because avid listener, okay? Like I can tell you about every single episode because I'm a square like that. So just know, like, keep doing what you all are doing, because it's encouraging us personally, and it's encouraging other people. So y'all keep it up, because y'all are doing amazing work. Awesome. I promise you.
Hey, I tell the audiences, don't get disappointed when we miss like a Monday or we be about 12 hours late, because we wake up, we be like, oh yeah, I overslept.
Look, my alarm clock off, and it'd be Monday morning, and it'd be like, a new podcast episode from Jonessa. I'd be like, yeah, because we ain't got one yet.
We ain't got one yet.
But yeah.
Remember, we have to put it on a time that it's going to release at the same time every day.
That'll be her. Some things be out on Monday,
4:30,
Wednesday, Friday. If it were up to me, like I was just for sure.
But yeah, y'all for real, like y'all keep it up. I promise you, y'all are doing amazing work. And
I think it's so awesome. Like for some reason, like we have this narrative. I'm about to get on my soap dish. I'm sorry, baby. But we in our community, like we have this, like we don't want to work together and be a community and uplift each other. Like we have this like spirit of competition, and we feel like only one person can do something, or I got to be the best of the best. Like I like that we all have the same mindset. Like we all want to support each other, uplift each other, and we all can be great and be awesome and do this thing together. Like I love that about us. And there's no coincidence that, like, you know, we're all in this together. We're all family. We love each other. We're so supportive. And like Patrick was saying, like, we got to change the narrative. Like we got to come together, support each other, and uplift each other. No more this division. Like we all can be great. And that's the one thing I love doing this joint episode, and just our relationships as a whole. Like we genuinely, like we all root and support each other. Like we want to see each other do awesome and great. And there's
facts.
Do great.
Yeah. Because I always know when we post something about our podcast, I always know who's gonna be sharing. And that's the up and up. And that's the conversation from the couch.
Right.
But we all be sharing each other's stuff. And I wonder what other people be looking back and saying, like, oh, don't they got a podcast too? Why they sharing this podcast? It's multiple fast food chains.
Exactly.
It's multiple grocery stores. There are multiple podcasts. Like you don't have one. Like everybody, I always say there's enough food at the table for everybody to eat. It just is. And even still, like you talking about a person's 5-day work week. If people listen to podcasts on their way to work, which I think is really common, or while they're at work, busy and at the desk, whatever. Okay, they can only listen to one podcast for 1 hour. They got 8 other hours they got to fill, or something another day. What they gonna do after that? Well, I know when we listen to before we started doing podcasts, when we was listening, I'd run out of that one. I'm like, okay, what am I gonna listen to next? Shoot, I need something else. So it's enough. You know, people that we can all do the same thing in the podcast space, because then when you look at each one of our podcasts, it's different. Y'all have guests on y'all that go with y'all topic. We don't be no experts on nothing. Y'all just gonna hear what we think about this topic. We ain't bringing nobody else in. Forget that. No. We are.
You gonna hear my Bible story.
Yeah. Joe and Nessa, they be having the experts. So
they be having the experts. Yep. And Nessa said, we talking about finances today. We're gonna have Nikki on the show today. Okay. We talking about mental health. Samantha. Like we got the experts.
But but you all listen, but your podcast, your own individual podcast, like you're an expert on your podcast. Like, okay, we have marriage coaches, like, hello, Patrick and Talisha. Every funny, y'all be making me laugh. Like, y'all be getting on my nerves. It be sickening because I be in the grocery store. And one day I was dancing and a man came up to me and said, well, I see you dancing. I was like, get out my face because I was story. I be getting into it. Marriage stuff. I'd be like, oh, I'm about to do that this week and see how Joe react to it. Like, what the content that you all are putting out is worth it. And people need to hear it, regardless if we had a podcast or not. What you all are producing is what needs to be heard, period. That's just how I feel about it.
Thank you, Nessa. Well, y'all keep up the good work too, because I'm for real. Y'all be having to, it's like y'all bring the receipts with the topics.
Now.
That's what it be. They say, oh, you thought we were just going to talk about it. Oh, back up. Come on in.
That's right.
Big things for all three of us coming in 2021. But we still have a little bit more time left in 2020. So with that being said, thank you everyone for tuning in to this phenomenal once in a lifetime event that will be more than once in a lifetime. Because
you ran out. It's okay.
The Jonessa Podcast.
Conversations from the couch.
Who's next?
Oh,
okay, we was waiting.
Go.
We all smiling and grinning like, oh, somebody else up there. Oh, okay. Arian Austin from the Double A Shenanigans. What up, gang? Gang.
Patrick and Talisha from On the Up and Up with Patrick and
Talisha.
Awesome. Right. Have a happy Thanksgiving, everyone, whether you choose to celebrate it or not, whether you celebrate it by yourself or with your family. Just stay safe, and we'll see you next time.
All right. Bye, y'all. Love you.
Bye. Love y'all.